Hi, everybody. You are ready to get started on Module 4. I hope you enjoyed examining different sources in Module 3. And we are going to walk through Module 4 together. So go ahead and click on the Modules button and scroll down to Module 4. Once you're there, you'll click on the Overview button. And you'll see for Module 4, we will be researching potential solutions to the problem that you've been discussing and writing about, brainstorming about. And so here you've progressed on enough to look at this from various angles now. So doing research on the problem is going to allow you to understand what solutions have already been attempted. It's an important part of the process to understand all of the things that have already been tried and whether or not they've been successful, so that you can think about some new ideas on what might solve this ongoing problem. You'll see if you scroll down under the learning objectives that you'll be evaluating solutions for their strengths and weaknesses and looking at more effective solutions and summarizing existing research. So go ahead and click on the next button, and that'll take you over to our Top Hat materials, which you will navigate your way through before continuing on with Module 4. And click the next button again, and that will take you over to the Module 4 Identifying Solutions. This is some great material for you to read through and watch so that you can learn about how to identify these potential solutions. After you've watched that video, you'll be ready to click on the next button. And you will see that it takes you to a page called Why Do We Cite? The Value of Citation. So this page is going to be your guide for understanding why we need to cite our sources and how we're going to be working with EAPA 7th edition style correctly. So it gives you some details on avoiding plagiarism, upholding integrity, academic honesty, and things you're all probably fairly familiar with. If you scroll down, you'll see a table of citation in real life and what it's preparing you for. So it's giving you this crossover between what we're doing in the academic setting into the professional setting. So this should help you bridge some connections between academic and professional ideas here. So go ahead and click the next button and you'll see an APA citation overview of resources. And this is an introduction to the APA 7th edition. It talks about the title page, how to do your in-text citations, what your reference page will look like. And if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see some links there to the library guide on citation styles and the OWL APA formatting and style guide, which you'll be using as you work through how to cite in APA format. Go ahead and click the next button. And you'll see some APA citation examples. So keep scrolling down and you'll see another useful table about how to work with different citation types. And if you keep scrolling, you'll see books, journal article examples, website examples, and so forth. If you need additional information, you can go right to that OWL of Purdue website. And also, I like to check out some helpful YouTube videos online on citing in APA. They're great walkthroughs. So just go to YouTube and plug in APA citation and click on any of those videos that walk you through the process. Then you'll click the next button and you will see you come to the research summary. So this is the assignment overview for the research summary, estimated to take between 4 and 5 hours. And keep scrolling down and you'll see the step-by-step process on what you'll be completing in this assignment. You're going to be reviewing your topic by starting out looking at your brainstorming results again. Look back at your notes and ideas and the questions that you developed about your community-based topic. This is going to be the foundation for your focused research. Then you'll move on to step 2, begin your search, and then you should recall what you learned about finding credible sources, about bias, and that Module 3 quiz that you took. So use a mix of search tools to locate 6 credible sources. So here again, you might want to go back and ask a librarian to help you out if you're having trouble finding appropriate sources. Of course, you can also contact me and our writing mentor. You'll see that at least one source has to come from the library website. If using personal blogs, Wikipedia, social media posts, you have to proceed with cautions because those are usually opinion-based sources and they might have a lot of bias. So step 3 asks you to reflect on relevance. So for each of your 6 sources, you are going to explain in your own words how you found it, which database and search engine you use, why you chose it, and how you think it's going to help you when you compose your memo or letter. Scroll down to step 4, and then you'll see that you need to be documenting your sources, and this goes back to the previous information that you learned on how to cite in APA format. You'll notice the submission requirements are approximately 500 to 750 words, and you should have a brief description of your community-based problem, a narrative of your search process, reflections on the 6 sources, and the APA reference page for this assignment. If you keep scrolling down, there are some useful resources and a checklist that you can go over to make sure that you've included everything in the assignment. So go ahead and click on the next button, and that brings you to the end of our module where you will give feedback on what worked well for you in this module and what you thought might need improvement in order to move forward in the class. As usual, you can contact me or the writing mentor for help during any time during this module or the class in general, and I hope you enjoy the module.